Hello everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 5. It has been a while since my last episode. Last episode was uploaded on September 19th, and I am recording this on February 9th. So, I did take a little bit of a hiatus, and but I'm back. I want to start producing more content. I have so many ideas for content, it's just like actually doing them and figuring out how to do them and completing a project is a whole thing for me. So but I'm trying, and a lot of people are giving me a lot of really good feedback on this series, and a lot of people really enjoyed watching it. So I kind of felt bad, just ending it like where I did 4 months ago. I mean, I never really planned to end it. It just kind of, I made that episode and then I kept procrastinating, and then I ended up not really getting around to filming any more for this mod pack for quite a while, until now. But I'm back, and today is actually a very special episode for quite a few reasons. Not only am I back from my hiatus, possibly, we'll see how long I can keep this up, but it is also the 11th episode, which means that this is officially the longest series that I've ever done on my channel. As some of you may know, my current longest series, or I guess a series of the same length as this, because it was also 10 episodes, was my FNAF 2 series, which was fucking ages ago. Like, that shit, I mean, I don't even know if I'd call it a series. It was kind of just like 10 videos on the same game. It was kind of a series-ish, but I mean, not to the extent that this is. And another reason why this episode is special is because of what we're doing today. Before I get into that, I want to talk about what I did in between episodes. So now, I actually had to go around and look around, because I totally forgot. I had to look back at the last episode to see what I had done at the end of that episode, and then I had to look around the world to see what I actually did after that episode, because it's been so long that I forgot. But I have figured it out. So this is one of the things that I made. One thing that I realized was I needed a lot of essence. Just the basic, the Supremium essence, and the all of this shit. I needed a lot of it for the farm over there, and I'll get into what I did over there in a bit. But I needed to figure out a way to produce as much of this essence as possible. And one of the ideas that I came up with is this little farm right here. Now, as you'll see, these are growing very quickly. And that is because I have this little gem down here. Now, I forgot how many blocks these go up, but these, I don't know if I explained it in a past episode, but these growth accelerators will accelerate growth of anything growing directly above them. And the effects do stack, so what I figured is I could probably make one little field grow really fast if I made a column all the way down to bedrock and then just completely filled it with these growth accelerators. And I don't know if I think it's more than halfway full at this point. I haven't even finished it. It's been like, I AFK'd on this world quite a bit to try to get enough essence to be able to do this, because obviously all of these growth accelerators require Supremium essence. So I just had to kind of keep pouring all of my essence into this, and it's kind of gotten to the point where, it's going reasonably fast. It could be faster, but you know what? It's not that big of a deal, because I am getting a lot of essence as it is. I have 420 Supremium essence right now, which is pretty good. That's a lot. And I also have this little crafter here, and that basically what it is doing is it's taking out Inferium essence, and then it is crafting it automatically with this Master Infusion Crystal into the higher tier essences. Once it gets to the Supremium tier, it gets pulled back into the system. So all of my essence is in the form of Supremium. Now, what I originally needed that essence for was for the farms here. Now, as you'll see, I kind of did finish a lot of these fields. There's still a lot of empty fields that I that I have in here, but as of right now, we have 6 fields all growing different crops, and they all have the farmland of the tier of all the seeds. So the top layer here, we have just diamond seeds because, you know, you can never have enough diamonds. Then I got redstone seeds because I was running low on redstone. I got iron seeds. I got blaze seeds. And I got emerald seeds. And then finally steel seeds. So, and these have been running for quite a while. I have this whole little modular setup here for all the harvesters and all this crazy stuff going on, and all of the essence is going directly back into the system, and I have to keep crafting. I think I can make this automatic. I need to make this automatic. For now, it's not really that necessary because, I mean, I can just automatically craft it, and whenever I need more, I can just craft more with the essence. But I have so much of these materials anyway that crafting is not necessary very often. And I do believe I expanded this setup a little bit. These are mostly growing Inferium seeds on either Supremium or Insanium farmland. So this is generating quite a bit of essence as well as this over here. So I kind of doubled down on producing as much as possible. And then, but a couple of them are just producing like odd seeds that I don't really need full fields for. Like I have the spider seeds and the dirt seeds and fire seeds, stuff that I need. I do need essence for, but I don't need it enough to merit an entire field worth of it. And I also have a nice little thing over here, if I could find which one it is. And that's this right here, Nether Star seeds. And this is exactly what you would think it is. They grow Nether Star essence, and 9 Nether Star essence makes a Nether Star shard, and 3 Nether Star shards makes a Nether Star. So you need to grow a lot of essence to be able to actually get a shard. But I mean, I've grown so much of it at this point that I actually have 1.2 thousand Nether Stars. So I think I'm good on Nether Stars. I'm good on a lot of resources, actually. It's about time that I start actually putting them to use. And I will start doing that in today's episode. But the first thing that we are going to do in today's episode is we're going to kill the Ender Dragon. Now, it's been a long time coming. I am over-prepared to kill the Ender Dragon. I mean, I have really good armor and tools and weapons, and I have flight, for God's sake. Like, I need to kill it. Like, this should have happened a long time ago. And honestly, it should be really easy. I mean, we have fucking an insane amount of blaze rods and blaze powder, and I have a decent amount. I have enough pearls, more than enough pearls. I'll just make, like, a stack. I did not realize that they stacked in stacks of 64. I thought I was gonna make 16, but we have a stack of eyes. That's fine because we can use the eyes. Eyes are fairly useful in a lot of crafting recipes anyway, so they definitely won't go to waste. But anyway, that was pretty much the only thing that I needed to do, I'm pretty sure. I have torches so I can get the egg. I don't think there's anything else I need. I do need arrows, though. I'll just get like 3 stacks. That's probably more. I probably only need 1 stack, but I'll carry the 3 stacks on me just in case. I don't have any enchantments. Oh no, I do have enchantments. It just doesn't have the animation. Yeah, there's power and I'm breaking, so it's fine. This is gonna be more than enough to. The Ender Dragon's honestly gonna be a cakewalk at this point. Now, just to hint a little bit as to what I'm going to be doing after killing the Ender Dragon. Well, let's just say this reactor, it's great, right? It's producing enough. I don't know how I'm even going to use any more than this produces, but I don't care. I want more power. This is not enough. So, we're going to be preparing. We're not actually, I don't think in this episode we're going to get to making a better power source. But after I kill the dragon, I'll start doing some of the prep work. You know, well, there's some things we need to set up. But first, let's just get the dragon out of the way. Alright, so off we go. Alright, here's the fun part. Where did that, oh, this way. So we'll just travel this way for now. Oh, and I'm getting attacked by phantoms. I'm gonna just sleep real quick. Okay, it's daytime, and off we go. This would be much faster if I was wearing my jetpack, but I am too lazy to get my jetpack out of my backpack right now. Ah, yes. Right here. Well, it's too bad that the world is currently broken. Alright, so now that we've located the stronghold and the world is not broken, let's dig down to it. Just going straight down. Wow, I went straight to bedrock and didn't find it. Is this the block that it's going to? It's going straight down on this block, which is literally 2 blocks from where I don't know, maybe I'll have more luck with this one right here. Oh, there's a mine shaft. Oh, and that's bedrock. Maybe if I just dig around, I'll be able to find it. It's literally taking me right to this location. So, I'm not really sure what to do, because I've mined around quite a bit and haven't seen anything. To be honest, if I'm not able to find it, like, at all, I might just have to use the locate command, because the pearls literally should just take me right to where the stronghold is, but if the stronghold is not here, then something is wrong. I mean, there is a mine shaft here. I don't know if the mine shaft spawning would have anything to do with it, or maybe there's a mod that's fucking it up. I don't really know. There could be just like, because of the modded generation, the generation could be just screwed up or something. But at the end of the day, it's not here, so I'm gonna need to find it somehow. Okay, well, I'm gonna just use the locate command to find it. It says it's 19 blocks away. Bruh, I'm just getting cucked so hard by this game right now. Let me just try going to these coordinates and seeing... just going straight down and seeing if I can find anything. It appears that the coordinates literally just bring me to this block here, so right next to where I was digging. I honestly don't know what to do. The only thing I can think of is to just cheat in the portal frame blocks, right? But I really don't want to do that, because I want to, go into the stronghold and everything. But, I mean, there's no stronghold. I mean, unless it's, like, right here somewhere, and I just have not been able to find it. Okay, so I've actually went and gone into spectator mode here, just to see if, I was, looking for nothing, and apparently I am looking for nothing. There's no stronghold here. There's a really big mineshaft system, like a massive mineshaft system, but I don't see any sign of a stronghold anywhere in this area. It's kind of baffling. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Alright, so I wasn't able to find any stronghold at that location, so I'm gonna try to go far away and see if the eyes will maybe take me to a different stronghold that's closer. I don't really know if they take you to the closest one or if they just take you to just one. I don't really know. Ah, okay. So, I was just flying around, trying with this freaking insanely fast jetpack, and I just kept typing the locate command here until I saw different coordinates, and I just typed it in, and we did get different coordinates. I'm just gonna, from here, I'm gonna use pearls to find it, but hopefully there will actually be a stronghold at this location. Okay, so now the ender pearl is taking me right here, so this right here looks like a perfect spot just to go straight down. So let's see if we can actually find a stronghold this time. Ah, there we go. There's a stronghold. Well, hey, it took a little bit of cheating to find, because there just wasn't a stronghold at the first location that we went to, but we did find one, and I don't actually have to spawn in the portal frame. I will say the generation of this is very broken. Like, I just see hallways that are completely destroyed by caves all over the place. I like how even when I have the ability of flight and insane god tools and armor, I still can't manage to find the fucking portal room. Oh, there we go. Found it. Oh, if I could, actually get into it without killing myself. Well, here we go. It's got no eyes. Good thing I have, like, almost a stack of eyes on me. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I found it, because by the way that things have been going with finding this portal, I would not be surprised at all if there was a stronghold that just didn't have a portal in it. Luckily, it didn't come to that, so we actually have a portal and we can kill the Ender Dragon. Alright, so let's get going. There we go. Alright, and without further ado, let's kill the Ender Dragon. Alright, this is probably, well, the end is broken. Good to see that. So already off to a good start. This should be, I don't know if the dragon's buffed. By the looks of it, it looks fairly normal. Oh, I should have brought bottles for Dragon's Breath. It's not a problem though, because we could always respawn the Ender Dragon and get more that way. Alright, all of the towers are down. I don't expect this to be very difficult. I mean, I have, what is a power 4 diamond bow should do a number on him. And not only that, when he perches, I'll just hit him with my fucking Supremium Sword, which is gonna do a bunch of damage to him. I probably should have done this a lot earlier. If I was smart, I would have done it a lot earlier, just to make it an actual challenge and it'd be fun and more interesting. We've already gotten to this stage, so, oh well. I don't know why he's not perching or anything. He's kind of taking his time. I think I'm gonna kill him before he even perches at all. Oh, there we go. He's dead. Is he? Wait, what? Oh, now he's dead. I don't know what that was about. He started doing the death animation and then he attacked me. We'll grab some of this experience here. And just like that, he's dead. He dropped some dragon scales. I don't know what these do. A dragon egg crux? What the fuck is that? Anyway, let's get the egg. I'll just put a torch like that, and then boom. We got ourselves an egg. Alright, so right over here is a little portal. Technically, we could just fly all the way to the end cities, or like the outer islands, but this is way faster, so we're just gonna do this. And of course, the generation is broken. This is kind of irritating. If I fly away, it won't really matter. I will say exploring this part of the end is enormously easier when you can fly. These are so, like, nerve-wracking and intense when you're exploring it in vanilla Minecraft, where you're using ender pearls and bridging to get from island to island, and you know, one misplaced ender pearl can send you straight into the void. There's also a lot of these weird bees everywhere, these ender bees. I think there's another kind of bee flying around that I saw when I was at the main island, but I don't really know. Maybe this might be something I could look into for a future episode. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. What are these ores here? Oh, unobtainium. This is the stuff that I can't even break it with this. This is all the modium stuff right here. And it's kind of everywhere. I didn't realize it was going to be this common. Ah, here we go. Here's an end city. Does it have a ship? I mean, I don't really need an elytra. Doesn't look like it has a ship. You know, this is also going to be incredibly easy to loot with my flight. I feel like just having flight like this kind of defeats the purpose of a lot of these things. Oh, but I do think I might need shulker shells and stuff. And the end rods. I'm pretty sure you can craft these, right? Yeah, you can craft them with pot coarse fruit and blaze rods. There is probably going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to be able to make now that I actually have access to resources from the end. The levitation is just not going to affect me whatsoever. I think maybe a good criticism I would give a lot of like either like mod packs or just mods in general that add methods of flight. I feel like the best gameplay experience is probably gating the flight toward to the end, so you have to actually go to the end and get an elytra for really any form of flight. That is kind of a nice mechanic that exists in the game in vanilla, and I think that is something that modders could try to stick to. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's kind of like a nitpicky thing, and I don't really care all that much. I think I'm going to head back to the overworld, and we're going to start our preparations for our new power source. Alright, so here we are, back at the base. and it's time to get working on our little project. So now what I will be setting up in this episode, as far as preparations go, is actually just the part to make the fuel for the reactor. So I'm going to tell you guys now a little bit more about what we're going to be doing and what we need to do for this power source. Now what we're actually going to be using to generate power for our new power source is a fusion reactor from Mekanism. Now fusion reactors are really nice for two reasons. One, they can produce, I think, like 2 million RF a tick, which is a lot of power. And two, the fuel for them is 100% renewable. So I don't have to gather it, or, it doesn't have to be mined. It just, I can just, as long as I have a setup to make the fuel, I will always have fuel for the reactor. However, the setup to actually produce the fuel is fairly complex, and that's kind of what we're going to be doing in this episode. So I'm gonna split this project up into 2 episodes, just because making the fuel is a whole project in itself. And then then I have to make the reactor, and then I have to start it, which is also a whole thing. So there's a lot of steps to this. So I will split it in between 2 episodes. Next episode, I'll show you guys actually, me building the reactor itself and fueling and stuff. But today we're just going to be building what we need to make the fuel. So when I say we need fuel, I mean we need 2 fuels. So basically the way that this works is the fusion reactor takes 2 different kinds of fuels and will fuse them in order to create energy. Now the 2 fuels that we need to make are called tritium and deuterium. The deuterium is the easier fuel. The deuterium is a lot easier to make because all you need an electric pump, and this you can put above a water source and will pump water. But you don't just need water, you need heavy water. And in order for you to get heavy water, you just need this the filter upgrade that goes in the electric pump. And if you look at the tooltip here, it will separate the heavy water from regular water. So basically, you just put a electric pump over a water source with a filter upgrade, and it will produce the heavy water. Now, what you actually have to do with the heavy water is you need to put it in an electrolytic separator, and it will give you oxygen and deuterium. And then that's your one fuel that you need to power the reactor. Now, this is not actually the interface for the reactor, but it has the other fuel here, which is the tritium. Now, the tritium is a little bit more of a process to make, because what you need is these solar neutron activators, and you need to put this lithium in these to make the tritium. And in order to get the lithium, it's not showing. You need to make the liquid lithium. And in order to get the liquid lithium, you need a thermal evaporation tower. And with the thermal evaporation tower, what you can do is you have to put brine in it in order to make lithium. Now, in order to make the brine, you actually need another evaporation tower, and you just put water in it, and it will convert the water into the brine. So what you can do is you can have a setup with 2 evaporation towers, one of them that has just water pumping into it to make the brine, and the brine coming out of that one into another evaporation tower to make the lithium. And then I can pump the lithium. I think I have to pump it into a rotary condensator. You put the lithium in here, and then that will make the lithium that you can actually use to make the tritium. So it's really just going to be a chain of machines to make the tritium. But we just set up things for producing both of them, and then we can just store it, and eventually we'll set the reactor up, and I'll have pipes, putting the 2 different fuels in each side of the reactor, and it'll be a whole thing. But for now, what I'm going to set up is the evaporation towers, the electric pumps, and all the machines that I need to convert all of the fluids into the right fuel and everything. So first things first, I'm going to start with the production of the deuterium, because that's easier, and it's a good start to the project. I think about 5 electric pumps will be sufficient for what we need it for. There we go. We got 5 pumps. Now we just need to make our filter upgrades. And 5 filter upgrades. Alright, and then I'll just I think I'll make like 2 electrolytic separators. I don't exactly know if I'm going to scale this properly or if I'm going to have enough of each machine, but we'll make adjustments as needed if there's any problems that come up. So, alright, so now we pretty much already have anything. So, just a matter of going to the surface and setting this stuff up. Alright, so now the reason I made 5 specifically is because what I can do is just make like a little 3x3 hole in the ground here. And then I can just place them directly above in this kind of like star shape kind of thing. See, just like this. And then I can put my filter upgrade in all of them. I probably should also put energy and speed upgrades now that I think about it. If they take them. I don't know if they take it. Oh yes, they do take energy and speed. So yeah, let me go get some energy and speed upgrades for those. So I kind of have this little janky setup to actually power it. I kind of like the shape of it though. It looks pretty nice. Now all we need to do is just place this on here and connect it to our network. And they will power them. And as you can see, they are already collecting heavy water for us. Now what we got to do is pump them all out with pipes. And now we can just set up our electrolytic separators right. We'll do it up like this, because I believe it has to go in the front. Actually, we'll move it a block back, just to give a little bit of space for the pipes and everything. Okay, so now what we've done is we are pumping all of the heavy water out from the pumps into the electrolytic separator, and just like that, we have our deuterium. Now I'm actually going to dump all of the oxygen. I don't think there's any use for it. If I find a use for it, obviously, I can always start actually collecting it from here. But now that I think of it, these also will need speed and energy upgrades. But let me just... well, actually, yeah, I need to go back down to the base anyway, because I also want to set up tanks for it. These are actually gases, so I will need to pump them out using, I believe, tubes are the mechanism pipes that move gases. So I'll need to use tubes to pump them into tanks to store them, gas tanks that is. And then I'll do some other pipe magic to get it all the way down into my base where I'm going to have the reactor. I'm actually going to set up the reactor in the base, but so I will have to lay some pipelines down to get the stuff into my base. Alright, so now both of these have sufficient upgrades in them, and they are pumping out some deuterium that's going into both of these tanks. So eventually what I'll do is just set up some pipes that just go straight from here underground, and then those will go wherever they need to go. So now that's the easy part. That's the easy fuel. Now we have to do the tritium, which is a whole bunch of other steps that I have to do. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is work on these evaporation towers. Now, what I plan to do is I'm going to make 4 evaporation towers. 2 for making brine and 2 for making the liquid lithium. So the first thing that we need to make is, we'll start with the actual components. We're going to need 4 controllers, and to make all this stuff we are going to need this, which is a pretty cheap recipe. This is why I needed so much steel, and I believe I have plenty of copper, but we'll start with that much. That should be good enough for all of the prep stuff, and then eventually I'll need probably more of these, but for now we'll go with that. So we got to make 4 of these. And we need, I think each of them is going to have 2 valves. Yeah, and each one's going to have an in and an out valve. So we're going to need 8 valves. So now we're almost done with the special blocks that we need for the structure. The last thing we're going to need is solar panels. We're going to need these advanced solar generators. Now, each tower actually needs 4 of these. So I need to make 16 of these solar generators. And for each of these advanced solar generators, I need 4 regular solar generators. So I'm going to need 64 solar generators. So this is going to be a whole thing in itself. Just this part is going to be kind of annoying, because I need these solar panels from Powa and All right, so let's start with these solar panels. I need 64 of these, so I need 3 stacks of these, which means I need 9 stacks. So I need 9 stacks of this, which means I need 27 stacks of these. Wow, this is adding up fast. So let's just start by making a shitload of this stuff. I already have a bunch of it, but I know I'm going to need more. I don't know how many lava buckets I actually have, but we'll just use all the ones I do have. Alright, so we were able to make almost 800 of this dielectric paste, but I'm going to need more, so I need more lava, so I'm going to head over to the nether and get more lava. Alright, so I've returned with the lava buckets, so let's see how much more I can make with what I got. Alright, so I have 1.2 thousand. I hope that's enough. It might be enough. It should be enough. And it better be enough. So to begin with, I'm going to need 576 dielectric casings. Luckily, these are fairly cheap. Wow, going into this, I had no idea this was going to be so expensive. Good thing I have so many resources. We'll start by making a shitload of these rods here. Well, I already used all of my dielectric paste, and I only have 423 of these. I need so much more. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I just got a bunch of lava buckets and made it all into dielectric paste, and I have 3,000. If that's not enough, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with myself. Alright, so now we have 9 stacks of dielectric casing. Okay, so now I've completed one component of this. Now I am going to need to make these, which I don't think, honestly, I don't think I have enough of the dielectric paste. I don't have enough. So I need 1,728 of these panes right here. Which means I'm gonna need to make more glass. Good thing I have a shitload of sand. Am I out of lapis? What the fuck? I ran out of lapis. Would you look at that? Oh, it looks like we gotta make some lapis seeds. Okay, so I've actually set up some lapis seeds, but it is gonna take a while to actually get enough essence. So I think while that's going, I'm just gonna go on a quick mining trip. I'm actually gonna go in the mining dimension this time, but we'll go on a quick mining trip just to see if we can get some more lapis that way. You know, something nice I just noticed about the mining dimension is you don't need torches. Everything is just lit up. Honestly, I am not having much luck at all with lapis, so I'm just gonna go back and maybe work on some other stuff while we're waiting for lapis to start coming into our system. This is taking forever. You know, when I went into this project, I thought this part of it would be fairly straightforward and fairly simple. I would just craft the solar panels, craft everything for the evaporation towers, and then I'd build the evaporation towers, and then I'd build the other machines, and then I'd make the tritium, and that would be it. But here we are, sitting here making an item that I didn't even know that I needed for 2 hours straight. One thing I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for lapis to come in is I am gonna actually build the towers out of all the blocks and stuff, and then we'll just put the solar panels on later. So I'm just gonna clear out a little area here. Right here is probably good. So what we need to do is I'm gonna make 4 towers. Now the towers are 4 by 4 in size, and then they're actually 18 blocks tall. Well, 18. The size isn't strict. You can make it, I think you can make it like 3 blocks tall, or you could make it, you know, 18 I think is the maximum height. That's why I'm doing 18. But the higher it is, the more they will produce. So I figured if I'm doing only 4 of them, which I think I've needed to make more in the past in other mod packs, but 4 of them for what we're doing should be fine. Alright, so now what I have here is the actual footprint for the 4 towers. Now what we can do is just place our valves. These are going to be the valves that transfer the brine from the ones that are making the brine to the ones that are making the lithium. So we can just transfer it straight across like that. And then I'll put a couple at the back here and at the front here to actually output all of the stuff. Finally, we can just pop in the actual controllers. This is going to be the block where you can access the GUI and see everything inside of the towers. And now all we need left is to build the towers upward. Now if you'll see, this already is valid multi-block here, but we will have to build these up much higher. I like how I can actually use this building gadget to build like almost all of it at once. Okay, so now I've actually finished building the towers, and the way that the panels are going to go on is on the corners here. They just go right on these blocks where I don't have any of the evaporation blocks. So these will have all solar panels on top of it, and then all I need to do is just start pumping water into it, and out will come the lithium. You know, now that I think of it, it might be worth setting up a field of lapis. So let's get working on that. Okay, so I've made a little bit of an oopsie, and I am slightly pissed off right now. In between now and the last part of the video that you just watched, I hit my end key without noticing. Now, the end key mutes my mic on OBS, so I just lost a few hours worth of recorded footage. So what I'm gonna have to do is just tell you guys what I did. I'm pretty much done. I finished everything that I needed to finish for the episode. So I'm just gonna quickly go over everything I just did, and I'll catch you guys up on the useless recording that I can't show you now because it has no audio. So what I was doing before my mic cut out, I was doing this lapis field. This is now done. It's growing lapis, and I was able to get plenty of lapis for the solar panels and everything that I needed to make. It was just a long crafting process. I converted this thing here, the crafter, to produce the dielectric paste, and I was able to make a shitload of it. So I have 24,000 of it. So I have a lot of that, and I was able to gather the resources to be able to make the solar panels. Other than that, down here, I made this little machine here, which was to make plastic sheets that are for part of what I built on the surface. So I'll go show you guys what I did up there. So basically what I did up here is I finished the towers. This is what they look like with the solar panels on them and everything. And what I'm doing is I have two sinks here that are pumping water into these two evaporation towers. And, oh god, right, I'm gonna sleep real quick. And then these evaporation towers are making brine, and then the brine is then being transferred to these two evaporation towers, which is making liquid lithium. And then the liquid lithium is being taken out of these evaporation towers into these rotary condensators, which are turning the liquid lithium into just lithium, which is the gas form. And then the gas form is going into these solar neutride activators. This is what I needed that machine for that made the plastic pellets. I needed it for the crafting recipes for these. It goes in the bottom, and then it turns it into tritium. Fortunately, though, most of what you guys missed was just all crafting and stuff to make this. So, and that's pretty much, I explained pretty much everything. You're up to speed. I don't think I left anything out. So now that we are producing the two fuels that we need for a fusion reactor, we are pretty much ready to start working on the reactor itself. But I'm going to do that next episode. That'll be our opening project for next episode. So if you liked the video, comment down below, tell me what you think, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of these episodes, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.